Let's play darts. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of various ages, welcome to another episode of Samson Does Darts. This will be 20 minutes of you observing a terrible darts player play terrible darts. But there's a little twist today. We've got different arrows to use, so that's exciting. So these bad boys here are the Luke Littler Loadouts. These are 24 gram. Let me just get one for now. Very beautiful. Very attractive. I like these, the look of these. 100%. So I've been, when I first started this journey, which was about 15, 16 weeks ago, we had some Red Dragon razor edges. These ones here. I then moved to some Nastris. Target Nastri darts, which are very grippy. Like so, and these were 21 grams, and these were 22 grams. Okay, and the last few weeks, the last few months, I've been thinking, do I need a heavier dart? I've been using heavier darts when I've been playing at friends or elsewhere, and there's something about them that I seem to feel like I've got more control over them. So I bought two pairs to play with. These ones, and also some 26 gram Nathan Aspinall Gen 2s. The video for that's already been up. Right, let's go down to 19s. And then I spent a few days testing them both. Okay, and in doing so, I tested the Aspinalls, and I obviously had my scores from my Nastris from the last few months. And I wanted to do the stats and then have a look how I feel about the dart and make a decision. So the Aspinalls have been better. I've been getting better results than I did with the Nastris. We're going to 18s. And then yesterday, I started to pick these up for the first time. Lovely grouping there. And I'll be honest, I've struggled with these. And it's not the dart. I think, look, a lot of these, I think all darts, if you pay good money for them, you're going to pay for quality. But look, it comes down to this. It's just what suits you. And a lot of the time, it's not necessarily the weight of the dart either, from what a lot of people have commented and told me. It's more about the feel of them. And there's something quite about these. I don't know whether it's the way I hold my dart. It doesn't quite go with this. But let's carry on today and see how we get on. Maybe things will change. Right, let's go bull. Oh, sorry about that. That just fell out wrong. That's better. So this is sort of the last chance of these. So I'm going to properly review them, I guess. But having thrown them and done some stats and matches, things that I wasn't as good. But I just felt I've got less control over these. So they'll be good for somebody else. But for me, they don't quite work really with how I like to throw. And I think I will be using, going forward after this video, you'll see me with the Asp Gen 2s, 26 grams. And that was a big jump going from 21 to 26. So yeah, quite interesting really, to find that I've improved immediately. So I'm sure with practice I'll get even better. But these 24s, it's not really the weight. They actually feel really light. If anything, they feel lighter than my 21s. Like it's so psychological. Right, I'm going to throw some darts. We'll go bull, but whatever the first dart goes, I'll follow it. So I'm just going to try and hit the dart. Well, that was quite handy. Lovely. I mean, look, I'm not playing that bad. I've only just picked these up today. So now I'm thinking to myself, oh no, Samsonite. Maybe these are the ones for you. Right, let's see how things go. Let's go around the clock on doubles. This is the real test of a man's character or a woman's character or a character of an animal of when they throw darts. We'll be going around this clock. Okay, this double clock, the clock of life. Okay, the dartboard, ladies and gentlemen, is the new dartboard. I forgot to mention it straight off the bat. Look at that. The vibrant colour seas. The vibrant colours are there for all to see. Look at that, tremendous. Okay, double one. Double two. Right, it's not a bad start. I mean, I'm now thinking maybe I talked myself out of these too early. Maybe I talked myself out of these too early. Guys, what a slight problem here. I'm throwing much better than perhaps I thought I would. I thought today, if I'm honest, I'd be picking these up and you guys would be in for an absolute shambolic session here. But we're already on number 4. So, ooh. I just feel I've got less control over them. I feel like I've got less groupings. I mean, those 3 there sort of help you understand how I feel about those. But maybe I'll be honest, I did have my eye and my hopes for the Asp Gen 2s. And perhaps that biases are now creeping into this. So let's take this on face value. Let's carry on. Oh, that's poor throw. Better. Oh, better. I love the look of them though. When I was playing with the other darts and looking at them for a few days, I thought, oh, I can't wait to get hold of them. I was quite excited. And then when I started throwing them, I just found it difficult, really. So yeah, new dartboard, new darts. And then after this one, whichever darts I decide to stick with, that's all you're going to see me throwing it for a long time. And it will be the Asp darts. I just don't feel as at one with them as these. When I was 18, when my first ever car, well, 17 really, or was I 18? I needed a car. I've never really had a penny to my name. Was that in? Growing up. So if I wanted to go anywhere on a holiday or buy something, I never got given a penny. I mean, most people didn't, but a lot of my friends did. I live in Surrey, right? So pretty much, everyone comes from a rich family. I didn't really. Well, I didn't at all. And I had to earn everything. So when I had, which is how it should be, especially if you're trying to learn your way in life. So at 17 and 18, we needed a car, right? I wanted a car. So all my money was always saved up from, there it is, paper rounds. And I had a lot of paper rounds as a boy. And I'd have paper rounds in the morning. I remember having 3 paper rounds at one time. That was at my peak. Back to back, all different shops with 3 different newsagents around where I lived in Ashtead. And I'd go to the top, cycle to the top, do one up the top of Ashtead, cycle down to the bottom, do one round where I lived, do a third one up on the other side of the town. And that's when I was really, I don't like cycling bikes now, and I'm pretty sure that's why. Lovely. And then I'd also do a couple of weekday ones, or one weekday one, where you get paid like 15 quid maybe to deliver like 500 papers or something insane. It seemed stupid at the time. And look, we didn't even have things like podcasts or, if you wanted to listen to music going around, you'd have to get like a CD player. Like, what do they call those sort of things? So it wasn't ideal. God, I sound like I'm born in 1944, but I wasn't. I guess you could have like an MP3. We had MP3 players. So anyway, I saved up all my pennies and pounds, and I had like 500 pounds to spend on a car. Oh, and my granddad, my grandfather, who's dead now, he was a mechanic. Lovely. And he lived up in Cambridge. So I was like, well, this is perfect. If I go up there, see him, and he can help me get a car, right? Because he's clever. He knows about cars. He's going to get you a great car, right? For 500 quid. So he said, I've got your car. Found a fantastic car. Come up here. So I came up, and it was a Peugeot 106. Now, give that a Google if you're not sure what that is. But a very small car, probably about the size of his hockey, really. And I had it in baby blue metallic, sky blue, and it had custom alloys. And on the side, it had a bumper sticker that said, "Cruising is not a crime." It was fantastic. And then I realised, having added up all that information, that this was a car used by a boy racer for some serious amount of time. But I thought, you know what? Of course I've got faith in my grandfather. He was a mechanic. This car must be in immaculate condition. So I brought it back on 8th out. Oh, unlucky. Down the motorway, survived. And I drove this car for probably about 6 months. This car, because it was so small, and it was like, there was no power steering, there was no putting the clutch into, I felt like Damon Hill, I felt like Lewis Hamilton. I felt at one with the car. It felt like it was part of an extension of my body. Parking it was beautifully easy to park, because I almost knew exactly where each bit of the car started and ended, and it felt at one. And that's what I'm looking for when I'm trying to choose a pair or a set of darts. 8s. Is that feel, that it feels part of your body. No, I'm not feeling bad. So the worry though is what will happen. What happened to my car really? After about 6 months, driving to work one day, and the clutch completely stopped working, and it was going to cost me more money to replace the clutch than replace the whole car. And that was the end of that. So I guess I was right, really, that the boy racer had absolutely ragged it to absolute pieces, and it was always a ticking time bomb. So granddad did not do a good job, if I'm honest. But for the 6 months, it did feel like it was part of my body. So that's what we're looking for with darts. And look, maybe I should give these darts longer. What do you think, guys? Come on. I mean, look at this. I've taken my time. I've talked to you a lot about nonsense and things. And I've managed to get to number 11, and we've only been in about 10 minutes, haven't we? I mean, it's pretty impressive. But it could be a one-off, because I've been thrown with these a little bit this weekend, and they just didn't feel right. And I wasn't throwing well, but I dismissed them quite quickly. Is that in? No, on the wire. I mean, lovely board. I just want to get settled down with a set of darts now and get and feel comfortable that it's at the right weight. Yeah, let's throw a few more of these. It'd be good to get around the clock on them. And then that would really, if I go all the way around, which I haven't done for a long time. I think we've only done it twice in the 20 minutes we've got. Not that we ever try, but it would raise questions, wouldn't it? Cool, blimey. So on the old board, this whole ring there of numbers would come off. That's why we've had to change. And it looks better. It's a beautiful board. It's a beautiful shot. 13, unlucky for some, not for me. Oh, it's shocking. So unlucky. No, it's just terrible. Right, 13. Come on, let's take 13 out. Shall we take this seriously for once? Let's take this seriously. Let's really go for this. Ooh. A bit more wobbly though, I think, the old tripod there. Need to look at that. All right, come on, Daddy. Oh, rushed far too much. I'm concentrating too much now. Let's relax. Let's relax. 14. Let's get follow through. Let's work on technique. Get into position. Raise the arm. No follow through. And then I guess after I choose which darts, I can switch the points around. See if I prefer a longer point. And then flights, I guess. But look, this is all... The most important thing is throwing these arrows. Everything else is just an extra, really. That's the one. I mean, I'd like to be, if I would have time or could be bothered, I'd look back, count the darts and see my percentages on these. Because I think they're pretty high, right? I haven't thrown a huge number, but we're already on 16 here. We're about to hit 16 as well. Oh, nearly. So I think I've been harsh on the old little loadouts for me. They're lovely looking dart. They're very nicely... They feel light, lighter than they are, if that makes sense. When I'm throwing them, they feel light. Even though at 24 grams, they're on the slightly heavier side to what I'm used to. Oh, is that in? No. Corner of the bed. Just on the outside there. Oh, unlucky. Lovely stuff, though. Lovely throwing today, to be fair, in terms of accuracy. I don't think all my technique's been brilliant. Oh. That last dart was nice. Nicely thrown. Not many darts today have been nicely thrown, but I've still been hitting where I need to hit. So I don't know what that tells me. I mean, that was a nice throw. That's in. That's a lovely one. I'll be honest, that was probably shot of the day. That was shot of the day, 100%. Love that. Right, shall we do 18? Let's just try 18 with 3, just for fun. Let's go 19s. I think we should give it a go, guys. We'll get 3 more darts at 19. I mean, this has opened up all sorts of questions for me. Did I dismiss these darts too easily? I mean, on paper, based on this video and the video of the Asper darts, I mean, look, I've got to 19. Right, let's throw it through it, Bill. I'll let you go. Not awful, guys. I don't know what to do here. I mean, that's the end of today's show here. It's hardly a show, is it? It's a show of, you know, how the demise of human beings, at which point it's reached. It'd be a show of that. But let's not get off piste here. Look, the darts here are throwing well. I'm going to think about this. What do I do? Do I give this more time? Is it the others just because I feel like the others are better. I mean, based on that showing, wasn't too bad, was it? Food for thought. Food for thought. This is great. Good stuff. I'm just going to leave you confused, or leave you with me confused. Bye. Bye.